Good evening. It is Matt Rogers. It is now the 8th of February 2025. With this broadcast, we're going to give out information with the Sun and also huge asteroids traveling through our solar system heading towards us as far out as the asteroid belt. So what is going on? Other captures of interest, strange anomaly formations, entities, ghostly formations in space. Please look ahead of this video, and to all of you, have a fantastic weekend. Now I'm going to show you a sky capture that was taken on the 7th of yesterday of the month of 2025 at this observatory, the Soho cam. Now this camera is pointing directly towards the Sun, towards the observations, to seeing the changes of the Sun. Very incredible capture that we saw as well. It just reminded me of the Carrington event all those years ago. Now indeed, many of us sky watchers go back to these cameras and web pages to see the phenomena of a change with the Sun, but then going back to this point as well this afternoon, and also seeing the pre-recordings of the date and timestamp that you can see on the particular video of the 7th of February 2025. But notice as well, at 4:36 there is a huge solar flare. This is a massive solar flare, just like I spoke about the Carrington event many long years ago, that they had a situation with a huge blast. Now again as well, for 2025, this blast is very, very important, dangerously showing up on the Soho Observatory. Now indeed again, look very closely at the huge formation. This formation again looks like it is heading towards us in our solar system, not moving away. I mean, this is very credible evidence of a solar blast much bigger than any other blast in a great number of years. This could wipe out the grid, folks, the power grid, because something is affecting our Sun, objects, planets, formations, the size of known heavenly bodies in our solar system like Jupiter. Think about it. Something this big, massive solar blast heading towards us. There's going to be more and more of these visuals of seeing solar blasts heading out from the Sun. Think about it. Now likewise, pointing the telescope into space at a random point of view, and then around about 3 AM of this morning on the 8th of February of 2025, pointing towards the northern skies. Now indeed as well, I'm pointing quite slight downwards as well to the lower half of the horizon, but beaming out as well to where we see space. I was absolutely blown away, folks, because on the screen that you're witnessing, normally there isn't much of any sort of detail or anything going on as well to that particular part of the sky, and all of a sudden something showed up. A huge amount of space debris and space rocks. Let me just play the particular video for you as well to show you that what I caught using the telescope, large amounts of space rocks, asteroids. Now these are dangerously close towards our world, the Earth. This is amazing. Look at the size of these rocks, just moving through space. This is what I do, folks, and others in our community, pointing cameras and also telescopes to one part of the sky, and then something shows up. Look at the amount of space debris that is showing up on the video. I mean, how close will these objects get until the reports come out even more to noticing the dangerous objects, near Earth objects? I could also remember Emanuel Velikovsky that spoke about the phenomena that space is very dangerous and the coming cataclysms. Now indeed he stated as well, through schooling, teaching and also being a scientific researcher noticing as well that there is a lot of space debris out there. And indeed, one of these objects could reach the keyhole towards the Earth, causing a great cataclysm across our world. Okay, now I came across this image. Now, again, zooming in towards space. This also was showing up around about 3:30 AM towards south. I could pick up a huge formation. Again, you can see the characteristics, that it looks like a planet. Now, the worrying thought is, folks, when I noticed this object, I didn't want it to happen, but again, it did. It looks as if it is in our solar system. It looks as if it is indeed between Jupiter and Mars. Why is it there? And also, can you see this red refraction of light that appears around the formation? Indeed, this does, indeed, show up like iron oxide spread through our solar system. Many people now are seeing this strange sunset and a sunrise of this red refraction of light to the left-hand side of where we see the sun. An incredible capture. Also, I give huge credit to those that work very hard all across our world, the United States of America, to the United Kingdom, and far out as well as the Far East and other Pacific countries of interest. They know that something is coming because they could see the red refraction of light from what we notice as being Nibiru, Planet X, Hercules. The formation is very, very important. Again, seeing the red refraction of light on a sunset and a sunrise is hugely important. And again, I respect every single photographer that take a lot of pictures because they know something is out there. We have a gut feeling, so we go up to take photographs because we know again that Nibiru has reached our solar system. Taking the second capture of this huge planet, a huge astronomical red glow smearing through the solar system, showing up as well, bouncing off the stars. You can see the red refraction of light scattered on those star systems and also asteroids and meteorites. This haze around where we can see the celestial body. Again, something is very much of importance showing up in our solar system. Some of the objects and formations in our solar system look completely blocked out with this huge amount of iron oxide spread out to the vastness of space. Look at the characteristics where we see other formations of stars. The phenomena is very, very important because indeed as well, looking towards the solar system, there is a lot of red refraction of light, a mist of iron oxide spread out through our solar system, folks. Now we all know what iron oxide can do to us. So please again, is it time to prepare? See indeed, as this haze of iron oxide moves across the solar system, this object, like you just saw on the other parts of the particular photographs using the telescope, shows up like this as well, meaning we're seeing other multiple objects like we can be seeing now: Helion, Farada, Harrington, Nibiru. Look at the size of this formation, a large planet. Now indeed as well, just to the lower part of the photograph, you can just see the amount of iron oxide showing up to the lower half of where we see this celestial body. And again, all of a sudden, by going back to see this celestial event of this unknown intruder, noticing again that the amounts of this red refraction of space dust appearing right to the area like a ring of fire around this celestial body, and a smaller object to the left hand side of the object. It looks again like it's being hazed out by the iron oxide spreading through space. Now I'm going to show you a video of these other formations as well coming up, because again I'm going to really study these and also enhance the photography to be able to capture the objects in detail. It's so important for the community. even at one moment, with those space debris that we could see on the other photographs showing up, where we can notice as well of a sunrise picking up a star and also the object to the left side of the sun. Could this be the object, folks, that is showing up this red refraction of light towards the studies of people's photographs by showing the evidence as well for red refraction of light that's being covered up by these strange geoengineering trails covering up the view side to the sun, so the public are deeply unaware to what is going on. But again, just going even further, by taking the pictures using a telescope to the rising of the sun, we can see very important evidence of a huge planet that has reached our solar system. So please, folks in our community, Nibiru Planet X, let me know as well below the video of what you think this object is. It looks out of place, it looks unknown, lurking through space. A heavenly body that is showing up could indeed be Planet X Nibiru. Now we all know when we see the natural satellite of the Earth, the lunar surface of the Moon. I've got some very interesting photographs I'd like to show you of the satellite, the Moon. Zooming very closely at the lunar surface, we picked up something very important and very interesting. Please take a very close look as we videoed the Moon. See, many people down at ground zero would just look upon the Moon as a light refraction in the night skies, covered up again by cloud systems. Everything vanishes. But then, using a telescope pointing to the lunar surface, something starts to show up. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because many people in our community are asking, please point the telescope to the lunar surface and see what we can see, and notified by capturing something very unusual, like this part of the lunar surface, by zooming straight in and picking up incredible images. Look at this area view site. Can you see these lines and formations? They do indeed look like structures. Look at the light refraction to this point. This is a very important capture down towards the lunar surface. Let me just zoom in. Now, they did state as well a long time ago that nothing can survive on the Moon. But at this point, towards one of those craters, we was able to pick up this formation. Now, again, to this corner, it looks very apparent that it looks like some kind of building or structure. You can see the shape and the formation of the angles of the phenomena. I mean, this is incredible. What are we viewing on the lunar surface here? Or are we just seeing something that has crashed upon the Moon, or some kind of phenomena of a strange apparition or a strange shape towards one of those craters? See, when we see the lunar craters, we can see smaller objects deep inside them as well, like refractions. But again, by zooming in as well, by enhancing the photograph and also seeing the formation in detail, let me just zoom in and show you this. Notice the colour of the formation of these lines and this area. This is what really got to me, folks, of this angle of the phenomena. Does indeed look strange and out of place, doesn't it, to be on the lunar surface? Let me just zoom in to show you these areas. Some kind of strange shape. I mean, what are we seeing in the background of the particular evidence as well? I mean, there's some other kind of technology towards where we can see the lunar surface. Let me just zoom back at the phenomena to seeing the whole picture. This is absolutely outstanding that we're picking up something again. There's been reports of asteroids and other objects that have hit the Moon, but this part of where we can see this formation does indeed look like some kind of encounter, that something has crashed or something else has hit the Moon, leaving this huge amount of space debris and other phenomena where we can notice strange right angles and formations. Now folks, you remember the last video that I broadcasted as well, showing the TR3b object, the strange phenomena of a huge triangle-shaped formation in space. Now I went back to that area view site as well by picking up them images. I apologise that they were quite blurred, but again, this was the enhanced picture that I was able to pick up as well of the object of interest. Now when I stated as well in the broadcast that this object, indeed, by calculating other objects like asteroids and comets, space rocks, planets and other phenomena, the size and formation, like I stated, looks indeed to be 60 miles towards length and width of the formation stretched out. I mean, this is a big object, and when I say big as well, something again traveling through space. Notice again the light refractions where we can see the strange orbs. Two of the orbs, light refractions, they're always there as well with these other anomaly formations. Let me just zoom out as well. Again, this is real evidence that you're seeing on the screen with these broadcasts. Something different, something very unusual that is showing up in space. Again, now I tried to make a broadcast with this video, this piece of evidence of a video clip, but it moved across the screen ever so fast as well as pointing the telescope into space, pointing east. Now this was taken around about 3 AM of this morning skies. A huge disk formation. You can see the colours at one viewpoint. By taking multiple images of the video footage, we was able to catch one viewpoint to picking up the formation. Notice again, it is celestial. You can see the circular motion of the shape as well. There are other colours with this physical object moving across space. This object again could be 14 million kilometers away from Earth. I mean, what size, and also what is creating the formation? Who is running these objects? Think about it. Notice again stars and asteroids, but something again showed up, so I was able to capture just one complete photograph of the formation. Okay, I'm going to show you this last photograph for this broadcast, showing you as well this phenomena. Now indeed as well, I've been noticing these objects quite a few years now. They do indeed look like a shape of an egg moving through space. Sometimes we notice that these objects come in twos, moving through the stars very fast in our solar system. Again, you can see how blurred the photograph is, but something indeed is up there. Let me just show you and just zoom into the capture. Notice the front end, or is this the back end? I don't know, but you notice this blue refraction of light to this area, and also look at the shape of this formation. Very, very interesting. It's up there, folks. Every single picture you're seeing is up there in our solar system. Again, the viewpoint of where we saw those asteroids moving across space is very worrying, because something is pushing something through in our solar system, creating more and more evidence of asteroids, comets. So indeed, folks, it is so important to subscribe to the channel, as I will come back to you with more evidence to show as well that there is something moving across space in our solar system. Please also like, share and subscribe to the channel. More and more people are coming forward now and finding this new broadcasted channel, and I appreciate every single one of you for looking in detail and seeing the differences. Looking straight up towards the cosmos is important, because we know that there is an incoming cataclysm about to happen in our foreseeable future. Eyes to the skies, folks. From Matt Rogers.